Hello, welcome to my channel and to another episode of Malazi Friday. My name is Jennifer Munanie and I am the founder of Lea Lactation. In today's episode, I want us to talk about preparing for breastfeeding. Yes, you heard me right. Preparing for breastfeeding. If you are currently pregnant or if you are a prospective parent, this video is for you. During pregnancy, most moms learn and prepare for labor, birth, and the newborn period, especially newborn care. They learn how to change diapers, how to take care of the umbilical stump or the umbilical cord and such things, but forget to learn and prepare for breastfeeding. This is because there is this misconception that breastfeeding is natural. You'll give birth, place your baby at the breast, and they'll learn how to latch and suckle. While breastfeeding is natural, it's a natural process. It's not natural like breathing. With breathing, you give birth to your baby, their lungs are filled with air, they let out a cry and start breathing. Breastfeeding is natural like walking. Walking is a skill that takes time, patience, and practicing. That's the case for breastfeeding. It's also a skill. It takes time, learning, preparing, and practicing. Breastfeeding is a nurtured nature. As a lactation support provider, I understand that. That's why it's the tagline of Lea Lactation. Now, your body prepares for breastfeeding. During pregnancy, there's an interplay of hormones such as estrogen, progesterone, human growth hormone, and so many other hormones that bring about changes in your body in preparation for breastfeeding. If you are currently pregnant, you may have noticed these changes. At around week 5 or 6 of your pregnancy, your breasts become larger and fuller. The nipples become tender, the areola enlarges and darkens. The Montgomery glands, which are those small bumps around your areola, become more prominent. At around month 3 of your pregnancy, the glandular tissue starts preparing for breast milk production. The glandular tissue is the milk-making tissue. If you are aware of the internal breast anatomy, then you know that the breast contains different tissues. There is the fatty tissue, fibrous tissue, and the glandular tissue. Before pregnancy, the breast is mostly made of the fatty tissue. During pregnancy, this fatty tissue is slowly replaced by the glandular tissue in preparation for breast milk production. By the end of the second trimester, your body is fully capable of producing breast milk. This means that even if your baby is born prematurely, you'll still produce enough breast milk for them. Some moms may notice the breast milk leak towards the end of the second trimester into the third trimester. It's usually in the form of colostrum, which is a thick, sticky substance. With clearance from your doctor, you may collect your colostrum during your pregnancy. This may be necessitated in certain cases, such as if your baby is at risk of a premature birth, if you're expecting multiples, or if your baby is at risk of hypoglycemia after birth. There are so many other instances where you may collect your colostrum, but it's always important to check in with your doctor first. Most moms do not see any production of colostrum or any leaking until the baby is born, and that's normal. If your body is doing all that to prepare for breastfeeding, why is it that you need to also prepare? Preparing for breastfeeding sets you up for success way ahead of time, such that you have information about what to expect. The early postpartum period can be tough and heavy. Trying to learn breastfeeding then when you have a newborn to take care of and you to recover can be difficult. When you prepare for breastfeeding early on, you do not spend time worrying or second guessing. You are confident in what you are doing. A confident mom is a calm mom, and if you're calm breastfeeding, your baby is likely to be calm. There's this concept called emotional transference. If you're spending time worrying if your baby is latching well, if they're breastfeeding well, if they're transferring milk well, then that will get you stressed. If you're stressed during breastfeeding, your baby is most likely to be stressed. When you've prepared for breastfeeding, your journey becomes easier. This is because you're spending time in the moment. You are fully present for your new role as a mom. You're not spending it trying to learn breastfeeding while your baby is there. You get time to bond with your baby, be in tune, and respond to their needs. You learn about things such as their hunger cues and satiety cues, when to respond and when not to. The prenatal period or during your pregnancy is the best time to learn and prepare for breastfeeding. There are so many ways in which you can prepare for breastfeeding. The first being identifying your support system. Breastfeeding takes a village, and it's important that you have this village. It's also important that you inform them of your desire to breastfeed, your goals, and exactly what you require of them. If it's taking care of the older children, handling house chores, running errands for you, changing the baby's diapers, and other activities around the home. During the first few months, you'll spend lots of time breastfeeding. So it's important that you have a support system that is taking care of the activities that you used to do before giving birth. Your support system can be your partner, your home manager, your sister, your siblings, your mom, or your friends. Your partner or your home manager play very vital roles in your breastfeeding journey. The second way to prepare for breastfeeding is taking a prenatal breastfeeding class. This class offers comprehensive education on the basics of breastfeeding: how to position your baby, how to latch, how breast milk production works, how breastfeeding works, the early breastfeeding challenges and how to solve them, how to know if your baby is getting enough, and so many other things. This class can be offered by a lactation consultant in your preferred healthcare institution or a private lactation consultant. You not only get the information but resources on where to get breastfeeding materials and breastfeeding supplies. The third way is to get items that you'll need for breastfeeding. You and your baby are the most important essentials for breastfeeding. The rest are to make your journey comfortable and easier. You may need items like nursing bras, nursing pillows, bab clothes, breast pumps, breast milk storage cups, breast milk storage bags, and breast milk collectors. The fourth way is getting a lactation consultant. We as lactation consultants are a major part of your breastfeeding journey. We bring expert care to helping you breastfeed and managing any challenges that may arise to support you meet your breastfeeding goals. The fifth way is to join new parent support groups or support programs. These are important for socializing, getting advice from other moms, getting support and education from professionals, because most of these groups are led by lactation consultants or breastfeeding peer counselors. When going through your breastfeeding journey in isolation at your home, a problem can feel so huge, but when you socialize and meet new people that may have gone through the same challenges, hear their perspective, how they overcame the challenge, then it's no longer that big. The social support you get from these new parent support groups, the sense of belonging, and the confidence boost do you so much good in your breastfeeding journey. Lastly, when your baby is born, you need postpartum care therapy during your breastfeeding journey. Labor, birth, breastfeeding, and newborn care is so much work. You need to take care of yourself and fill your cup. This will also help boost your breast milk supply. Postpartum care therapy looks so different for different moms. It could be body massages, pelvic floor therapy, chiropractic adjustments, or simply meeting out with your friends. Breastfeeding requires a lot of support and preparation. That's why a strong support system is important during your breastfeeding journey. Learning and preparing way before, especially during your pregnancy, goes a long way in ensuring you have an easier and comfortable journey and that you achieve your breastfeeding goals. I hope you found this video useful. In case of any questions or comments, please let me know in the comment section below. I'll be sure to respond to them. Thank you for being here. I'll see you in the next episode of Malezi Friday next week.